In the day's other headlines, the Supreme Court has sided with the Trump administration in its push to lay off thousands of federal workers. In a 7-2 vote, the justices blocked a lower court order to reinstate probationary employees across 6 federal agencies. The High Court's decision will keep employees on paid administrative leave for now while lawsuits play out. This marks the 3rd time in less than a week that the justices have sided with the administration as it challenges orders against its agenda. Also in court today, a judge has ordered the White House to allow the Associated Press back into briefings, presidential trips, and events. The AP was barred from covering many White House events after it wouldn't refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America in its coverage. The judge, who is a Trump appointee, ruled that under the First Amendment, quote, if the government opens its doors to some journalists, it cannot then shut those doors to other journalists because of their viewpoints. The Trump administration has until Sunday to appeal. President Trump signed 4 executive orders today designed to boost coal production in the U.S. after decades of decline. Coal once provided more than half of America's electricity, but that fell to just 16% in 2023. Among the executive orders, Trump ended the Obama-era leasing moratorium that paused new coal projects on federal lands. He also required federal agencies to stop any policies that transition the country away from coal production. And with coal miners lined up behind him, the president pledged to use his unique authorities to reopen or rebuild coal plants.
We'll streamline permitting, we will end the government bias against coal, and we're going to unlock the sweeping authorities of Defense Production Act, the Defense Production Act, to turbocharge coal mining in America. They made it impossible.
Mr. Trump has long been a champion of coal. In particular, he's proposed using coal to meet the growing demand for electricity to power massive data centers required for artificial intelligence. At least 58 people were killed in the Dominican Republic when a nightclub roof collapsed early this morning. 160 others were injured. Rescue workers drilled through concrete, hoping to find more survivors under the debris. Officials said they presumed many people could still be alive. Politicians, professional athletes, and celebrities were attending a merengue concert at the Jet Set Club when the roof fell in. One regional governor is among the dead. The cause of the collapse is under investigation. Israeli strikes in the Gaza Strip overnight into today killed some 25 more people, including 8 children. Gaza's health ministry says nearly 60 Palestinians are dead from those strikes and others in the past 24 hours. All of this comes as Secretary General Antonio Guterres said today that the UN's capacity to deliver aid in Gaza has been, quote, strangled. No aid has been delivered to the Strip since March 2nd. And the UN's World Food Program this week received word that the U.S. ended funding to its emergency programs. WFP called that move a death sentence for its efforts to feed many impoverished countries. The African nation of Congo has repatriated 3 Americans who were convicted for participating in a failed coup last year. The State Department said they're back in U.S. custody. Marcel Malanga, the American-born son of the opposition leader who led the coup, Benjamin Zalman Polan, and Tyler Thompson were sentenced to death, but their sentences were commuted last week to life in prison. Congo's presidency said they'll serve their time in the U.S. The repatriation comes as Congo tries to make a minerals deal with the U.S. in exchange for security support to fight rebel groups. Instagram will soon roll out more safety measures for its teenage users. The app's owner, social media giant Meta, announced that Instagram users under 16 won't be able to live stream or unblur potential nudity in their messages without a parent's permission. Meta launched a teen accounts program for Instagram with more parental controls back in September amid growing concern over the effects of social media on underage users. Meta says that teen account safeguards will also be extended to Facebook and to its messenger apps. And scientists believe they have genetically engineered an ancient extinct species of wolf back into existence, or at least something very close to it. Those adorable Snow White pups closely resemble the dire wolf, an animal that's been extinct for more than 10,000 years. Research scientists from Colossal Biosciences examined the dire wolf genome from ancient fossils. They rewrote the genetic code of the animal from its closest relative, the gray wolf, to match it, and then bred the pups with domestic dogs as surrogate mothers. They hope their work can pave the way to bring back close copies of other extinct species. Still to come, on the NewsHour, Republican Senator James Lankford gives his take on the president's tariffs and the turnaround opportunities he sees in the country. And a man whose blood was used to develop the measles vaccine weighs in on the recent outbreak.
This is the PBS NewsHour from the David M. Rubenstein Studio at WETA in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.